expectations with Luka on an app going bananas?
Hey, anytime you have Luka on your team, you got a chance to win because he's good enough to come in your building on a playoff night and upset you and your fans, right? So he can win a game on the road by himself because he can drop 50 on you and laugh in your face while he's doing it. So, yeah, what Luka has done for the Lakers is always they're going to be in the conversation, right? I don't know if he's done what Wemby has done. Wemby has put you in championship conversation. Jaylen Brown holding on until Tatum comes back puts you in championship conversation. Luka puts you in, okay, we good in the playoffs, we've exceeded expectations, but we're not talking about the Lakers winning the championship this year. And to me, that's the difference.
Interesting.
And IT, there's been a lot of stories and developments about Luka and complaining to the referees and whining to the referees. What's your take when you see a guy do like that? Is that just competitiveness? Is that fire? Does that annoy you like it annoys a lot of other fans when they watch him play?
I'm going to call y'all a generation of whiners, too. Y'all whine a lot. You know?
He's talking to you guys. I'm on IT.
I mean,
yeah, it's true.
Okay, this is what I'm going to ask you to do, Beta, when you get a chance. Ask your crew, your research crew.
Yeah.
Go back and look at 1988, the Phantom Foul, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar against Bill Laimbeer. That cost us the series in Game 6. We would have been the first team to three-peat during that era. But I want you to look at how we handled that situation with the officials on a bad call, a championship, winning. None of us oh, man, none of that. Just made the call. We all was like in disbelief, but it wasn't no,
well, you didn't get to do this either. You didn't get to do this back then. This is
that's the worst. That's the worst.
And I'm gonna say this to y'all. I love when y'all call me OG because it's a sign of respect, but it also lets me know, okay, it's different, right? And this is how y'all say, oh, OG, it's different, man. Y'all used to have wear suit and ties. We don't have to do that no more, man. We can come to the game any way we want, OG. Things are different, man. It ain't like that. Oh, we got two buses now, OG, and one of them is a bus.
We up to three now, Zeke. We up to three now.
One of them is another kind of bus, we got three buses now. So things different, man. It ain't like that no more. Oh, y'all had to be on time? Oh, OG, we ain't got to be on time, man. Things. I may have to go with Kobe, but it ain't by much.
Okay.
It ain't that much. Now, to score it or to win the game or to make the right play, I'm gonna go with LeBron.
Yeah.
But if it's just that one guy who has to make the bucket to score it to win it, I'm gonna go with Kobe because to me he's a better perimeter shooter and can get to the basket. But LeBron, you ain't gonna lose either one of them.
No, it's a good problem. It's a good choice.
Zeke, I want to stick with scoring here for a little bit because Bam Adebayo obviously had the historic 83-point game, passing Kobe's 81-point game against the Wizards. What did you think of that? Like, was it impressive? Was it egregious? Did it get a little out of control with the fouls and the free throws and gunning at the end? What was your take on that whole performance? Because at the end of the day, it's now big-time history.
So I took two things away from that. The first thing I took away from that, which I've always believed and still believe today, the NBA is only 450 players. And if your offense is directed and highlighted on any one particular player, and you're going to feed him and let him get going, that guy can get 80, right? That guy can get 60. If you're just going to point the ball his direction the whole game, and that's what we see in the Summer League, right? Where Lou known in Atlanta for doing it, like, he get 80 in the Summer League game, right? Like these scores are crazy, but what we saw was Bam got real offense. He got real game if you point the ball his direction and you let him do what he does. Second thing, should he have broke the record? Hell yeah. Break it every time. And this is why I say break it, because we as NBA players, anytime we get a chance to break the record, you got to go for it. If you don't go for it, you are doing a disservice to the game, because the game has to always evolve and it has to always improve. And when you get all sentimental and emotional, like some of the observers do, you as a player, you're not doing your part to elevate the game. Records are there to set standards and for you to go for those standards and keep elevating your game and try to break that record to set the standard higher. And when you got a chance to do it, and only so many of us have ever had a chance to do it, when you get that opportunity, it is a responsibility and an obligation to go for it. And that's why coaches are under a lot of pressure sometimes when players have these longevity streaks. He's played like 25 games in a row. And then there's a coach sitting over there that says, well, I'm not going to play him tonight. You breaking that guy's streak. So that stuff needs to come into play, and it needs to always be in a record book. So anytime you got to set a record, hey, break it. And I'm down with Bam. And for the people who hate him, I can't. You know which finger I'm giving you.
So now, Zeke, are the floodgates open for someone to try and go get that 100 mark? And who would that be nowadays? Because it just sounds crazy to say out loud.
100.
I don't know, but what I do know is if somebody get hot, if any NBA player gets hot, and I'm saying any one of them, if that ball is pointed to that guy every single time down court, can he get 100? Absolutely. Who can do it? Hey man, it's a plethora of guys who can get it in the NBA. If you're giving that guy the ball every time down court and he gets hot, oh, he can cook you. It's just not a select few. To me, it's out of the 450, it's probably 420 of them that can do it.
Well, if you would have gave me about 50 guesses, I probably wouldn't have guessed Bam for 83. So I agree with you on that.
Right, that's a fact.
That's what I'm saying.
Now the floodgates are open for real scorers to go get it.
Yeah. Well, if that ball is directed at you every single time down court, and the offense is geared towards you. I mean, that's why the Joker has crazy stats. He touches the ball every offensive play, and he directs it from the point guard position. He's assisting, and then he's in the post. He's scoring. Then he's at the mid range. He's scoring from there. He's knocking down threes. But there's not a single time that the Denver Nuggets come down court where he doesn't touch the ball. So when you look at his numbers, of course, his numbers are great. Assists, rebounds, scoring. Wow, we've never seen this. Well, yeah, we have, because you saw it with Wilt, you saw it with Kareem, so forth and so on. But, they weren't stepping out shooting threes, but every time down court, Magic Johnson would take that ball and he would throw it inside to Kareem. And Beetle, you was there in San Antonio when Duncan was rolling. Every time down court, they would throw it to Tim Duncan. And that's where everything starts.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
36 free throws also helps.
Yeah.
It's part of the game. You can't stop me. You foul me.
Stop fouling.
Boogie just say it again, Boogie.
You got to make the free throws.
Yeah.
100%.
Also.
And with Wilt, he couldn't shoot free throws. With Shaq, he couldn't shoot free throws. If Shaq would have made free throws, he'd be close to them 60, 70, 80-point games.
Yeah.
Speaking of records, Kevin Durant passed Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list. How did you feel seeing one of the current legends of the game passing up one of your rivals?
Love it. I love it because he keeps elevating the game. It goes to a standard. And I don't love it because he passed MJ. Shit, a lot of people have passed him along the way, so it ain't just like this is the first time he's been passed. And I said this to Kevin Durant, and I'm going to say this to all of you sitting on the panel. And I said to Kevin Durant, hey, if you would have played back in our era and they put you in the triple post at that mid-post area and they took Michael Jordan out and you played with Pippen and you played with Kukoc and you got to run into the mid-post, shit. Would he have won 6 championships? Absolutely. With Rodman and Pippen and Kukoc and BJ and Craig Hodges and all them around him, and he get to post up in the mid-range, and that ball is, targeted to him every night, and he's getting up 25, 30 attempts. Yeah, he can do the same thing. The most amazing thing about Kevin Durant is, go back and, ask one of your research guys to pull this data up. How many shot attempts does Durant have compared to the shot attempts that Jordan had to break the record?
We got to get a research group, first of all. That's going to be our number one thing. We're going to take
He's definitely one of the most efficient scorers to ever play this game. So I can understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think he's taking over 16, 17 shots a night. Very rarely is you see Kevin Durant taking 30 shots. He gives it to you, on 17, 18 shots.
That's real.
Can I want to ask you this, it's the decades old argument, right? And Reggie Miller, this is from him. So he was on Dan Patrick's show yesterday and he was doing his GOAT rankings. And usually we all argue between MJ and LeBron and that's kind of been it. But he has MJ, Kobe, LeBron, which is why I found it interesting. And I'm wondering what your rankings are and how many times you get asked for your rankings.
Well, I get asked a lot. And to me, I've never seen a basketball player like LeBron James. And so there's the eye test, and then now can we back it up with the numbers? And as I said last time I was on your show, he's breaking every single record that's ever been set in the game of basketball. And he's showing up in every individual category. Rebounds, points, assists, games played, baskets made. I mean, he's all over the board. There's never been a player in the history of the game like LeBron James. So does that make him the GOAT? In my opinion, yes. Now, if we're talking about MJ and Kobe, and I guess we're only in the 6'6" category because that seems to be that what the GOAT debate has been defined. The criteria, you got to be 6'6" and under. So that means I can't count. I'm sorry, Boogie. We can't count y'all career. Sorry,
Boogie.
Count,
I'm not even close. So no offense taken.
No, I'm just talking about the big guys. I'm fighting for the big guys now, even though I'm a little guy. But I look at MJ and Kobe, right? MJ was the original, right? Mm-hmm. And we give credit to Kobe for being the best imitation of the original. So he's always second. Now, I can flip that order if we're talking about the rankings for me. I'm going LeBron, MJ, Kobe. But I just want people to know we're only talking about these three guys, the 6'6" ranking, because I don't want the observers you said
Stupid observers.
These three guys, right? Okay, to me, I'm going LeBron, MJ, Kobe.
Isiah, I love it. I'd love if you came on once a week. We could do this every single time.
I got so many more questions.
I know. We got a million more questions. Next time. We appreciate